and welcome to another episode of Stay Home and Yoga Strong. Today is fanning the flames of love. So I was thinking this morning when I woke up and looked at the news that fire is powerful, right? Fire is a really powerful energy, and it can be used to destroy, but it can also be used to create. When I think about like the fire of the sun, of creation, we can't live without that fire. So the class is going to look like every other class, the same trajectory, but at the top, focusing on cultivating the fire of love and creation and compassion and empathy and all of the things that fire can do to help build us up and bring us together. So today's firing that love. So finding yourself in a comfortable position, maybe start lying down if that feels good to you, and settling into your body, taking a moment of stillness before the movement, and checking in with your own self and seeing how you feel today. And this class can be whatever you want it to be. Maybe fire isn't your game today. Maybe you take out that high piece and just center yourself in the meditative movement and the meditative breath, if that's what feels best to you today. So check in with yourself right now and see what it is that you'd like to get out of this next hour together. Maybe check in with your breath. Are you shallow breathing? Are you allowing yourself to breathe into your belly as well as your chest? Maybe take this breath, letting your belly relax and fill yourself up. Belly and chest both rise. And then long exhalation all the way to the bottom. The places where you're holding tension or the reason why you have shallow breathing, see if you can release that and come into those deeper breaths. Full inhalation and long exhalation. Check in with your face, see where you're holding tension, maybe between your brow or you're clenching your jaw or maybe your lips, and see what you can relax. Unhinge your jaw, let your tongue be soft, let the back of your neck be soft. Long exhales all the way to the bottom. One more time, a full inhalation, belly and chest both rise. Open your mouth and sigh it all out. If you're not already lying down, go ahead and lie down. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long, circling your ankle one direction and then the other. And on an inhale, let your knee open out to the right. And as you exhale, draw it across your body to the left. Nice and easy, starting our movement, luxuriously entering your body. Both knees in, squeeze together. Hold on to the left and extend your right leg long. Same thing. Circling your ankle. Inhale, open your knee. And exhale, cross your body. Come back to center, hug both of your knees in, maybe curl up tight like a little ball, draw your nose towards your knee, and then relax. Keeping your knees bent, your feet flat on your mat. Press your mid back into your mat. Clasp your hands behind your head, elbows slightly lifted, and draw your low ribs down towards your pelvis. So your core is on here. Inhale here, exhale, lift your chin and chest up toward the ceiling, holding at the top. Drawing your low ribs down even more, holding the tension there. As you inhale, lower your head and shoulders, but keep your low ribs down. Exhale, lift up. You can even put one hand on those low ribs. When you lower down, see if you can keep them from flaring up. So we're really building some heat in our core. Firing up that belly. Exhale, lift. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Let's do two more. cultivating that fire in our belly. Relax your head, stack your knees over your hips, flexing your feet, and press your back down into the mat. Those low ribs stay down. 5 more, just like this. Exhale as you squeeze up. Inhale as you lower, keeping these low ribs down. And keep going for 3, 2, last one. Okay, together, knees and elbows pull together, and then press your feet up toward the ceiling, your tailbone lifts. Squeeze together, feet lift up, squeeze, press up, working on those low belly muscles. And also moving a little bit through our spine, warming up our backs. 3 more. Last one. Keep your left leg extended and draw your right heel down to the floor like an L. So options here, if this is hard to control your low back, if your low back wants to pop up, you can press your right heel into the floor, which also activates your hamstrings, or you can bend your knee and press the bottom of your foot into the floor. So those are the 3 options here. We're going to lift straight up and then twist right ribs towards the left thigh. Same thing, lift up and twist. Check in with your low back each time. If this becomes more of a challenge, adjust that right foot. 2 more. Last one. Knees in, and we'll switch sides. Right leg goes up, left leg extends. Same options. Hover your heel, press it down strongly into the floor, or bend your knee and press your foot into the floor. Lift up, squeeze the left ribs towards the right thigh. Nice and slow and controlled. Exhaling as you squeeze. Lift up, squeeze across. 2 more. Squeeze and relax. Knees into your chest. Press your hands into your thighs. So your knees are stacked right over your hips. Press your thighs into your hands and your hands back into your thighs. So just holding here will turn on your core. So keep pressing everything together. Keep the left hand and left thigh pressing. Extend the right leg and the right arm. Inhale as you open. Exhale, squeeze. Both hands press into thighs. Switch side. Left leg, left arm. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Right side. Come back together. Left side. Keep squeezing the whole time, no break. 1 more time each side. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, press. 1 more time, left side. And press and hold. Low back down, mid back press down, low ribs down, thighs and hands pressing into each other. Keep breathing. See if you can relax your face with all of this tension, all this heat building in your core. For 3, 2, 1, and relax. Arms out in a T. Together, your knees drop to the right. See if you can keep your left shoulder down. Come back to center and switch sides. Back to center now, and roll yourself up and over onto all fours, finding tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, tailbone lifts, chest lifts, maybe gazing up, and exhale, round your spine. Separate your shoulder blades, nose in towards your navel. Inhaling and exhaling your own speed through cat-cow. Adding whatever movement feels good to you this morning. Maybe circling your hips, maybe some extra stretches, one direction or the other, whatever feels best to you. Really checking in with your body today. Come back to a neutral spine, thread the needle, left palm stays down, inhale, right arm sweeps up, and exhale, sweep across. We're gonna do this 3 times. Inhale, lifting up, exhale, sweep across, and up, last time, and exhale, sweep across, and pause at the bottom. all the way down. Inhale here, and a long exhale. Untwist out of that, counter twist up, and back down to tabletop and switch sides. Left arm lifts up, and exhale, slides under. Again, inhale up, and exhale under. Last time up, and exhale, slide under and pause at the bottom. In the twist, big inhale, long exhale. Unwind, counter twist, left arm up, and back to tabletop, and a round of cat-cow, finding that neutral spine. Shifting forward to extended tabletop, top of a push-up from your knees, or maybe you're ready to come onto your toes for 3 push-ups. Inhale down, exhale, press up. Keep that core nice and strong so your belly button moves with your spine. You're not letting your belly sag. From the top of your plank, inhale and exhale nice and slow and controlled all the way down to your belly. Uncurl your toes, your palms pressed down. Inhale, lifting up into baby cobra. Elbows are coming together and down towards your waist. Crown of your head reaching forward, toes pulling back. And exhale down. One more time, inhale up to baby cobra, or maybe full cobra if you feel ready. Elbow or shoulders away from your ears. Maybe tops of your feet pressed down, kneecaps lift up into up dog. And nice and slowly back down to the mat. Press your way up to plank from knees or toes. Nice strong plank here. So your hands are pulling towards each other. Your hands are pulling towards your toes. So everything's coming into midline. Nice and strong here. Maybe lift your right foot, single leg plank. Right toes back down. Strong plank. Lifting the left toes. Back to plank. Maybe separate your feet a little. Hands come a little closer together. Maybe lift the right arm, keeping still and strong in your plank. Right arm comes down. Settle into a strong plank, and then left arm lifts. Back to plank. Inhale at the top and exhale down. Extend your arms slightly wider than shoulder width. Grab that imaginary bar. Inhale here and exhale. Drive your elbows down to your waist and slightly behind, opening through your chest just like baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, drive your elbows down. Keep your nose down or pointing down so the back of your neck stays long. If this troubles your low back, keep your nose closer to the floor. 2 more. Last one, squeeze. Hands on either side of your ribs, pressing back to child's pose. Hips all the way to your heels, fingertips walk forward. Press your palms into your mat and exhale. From here, moving into our first downward dog. Curl your toes under, knees press towards your heels, hips lift up high. Press your chest towards your thighs, keeping your knees bent so there's more length in your spine than length in your hamstrings. Inhale here and exhale long. Maybe walking your dog, bending one knee, lifting one heel, beginning to straighten out a little bit more through your legs. Both heels lift together. Inhale here. Hips lift high, chest presses back. Exhale, float your heels down to your mat. Again, heels lift high, chest presses back, hips lift up higher, heels float down. Bend your knees, walk your way to the top of your mat, finding forward fold. Knees stay bent enough that you can relax the top of your head and neck, and your spine drips down towards the floor. Hands on your shins for support. Inhale to a flat back. Keep your gaze straight down. Feel the length of your spine. Crown of your head really reaching forward. And exhale, forward fold. Hands on your shins or thighs. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale into chair. Hips drop, chest lifts. Feet and knees are pulling away from each other. Away from one another. Press down to rise up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into chair. Press down to rise up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. One more time, just like that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive down. Let your heart lead the way. Staying open all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into that strong chair, solid base. Press down to rise up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive down. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to plank. Taking your time to get there. We have 3 push-ups here. So push-ups, you can always skip them if they're not your thing. You can take them from your knees. You can always hold that hard plank. From the top of your plank, inhale and exhale down and through a back bend of your choice. And then making your way back to downward dog. So the back bend, you can always skip that. If it's troubling your shoulders or you just don't care for it, do every other one, whatever. You can always go straight to downward dog. Next time you inhale, lift your right heel up and back, 3-legged dog. And exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. The left knee comes gently down. Inhale, rocking forward. Draw that back knee towards the front of your mat. So you're drawing your legs together rather than just laying them out. And exhale, shifting back. Half splits. Nice and easy here. First couple rounds, just warming up. And back. Rocking yourself forward. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee and draw your feet together. Left hand stays down. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, really reaching up in the twist. Right hand comes down, the back foot can pivot. Left arm up and twist. Come back to center, that runner's lunge, the back heel pops up. Lifting your fingertips up, feet come together using the strength of your legs in projected lunge. The crown of your head is reaching forward. Most of that weight's on your front foot. Arms can be pulling behind towards your toes or lifting up, tracking over your ears. Notice how that changes things. Hands come back down to your mat. Front foot to meet the back. Option for a single leg plank. So that nice strong plank like we did at the beginning. Hands come together. The back foot comes towards your hands. Knee towards your elbow. And back to single leg plank. Let's do a push-up here. Option to keep a single leg. Exhale as you press up. Inhale at the top. And exhale all the way down to your belly. Both feet press down. Extend your arms. 5 more of those rows. Exhale as you drive your elbows down and slightly behind. Inhale, really reach. Exhale, really drive. Turn it on our back body. 2 more. Last one, squeeze. Hands on either side of your ribs, curl your toes under, making your way back to downward dog. Big exhale when you get there. Hips lift up high, chest presses towards your thighs, and heels are floating down to the mat. Next inhale, lift your left heel up and back. Exhale, left foot between your hands and the right knee comes gently down. Inhale as you rock forward. Exhale, rocking back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, rock back. Rocking forward, curl your back toes under. back knee lifts, feet pull together. Inhale and twist open to the left. And then reversing, the back foot pivots, twist open to the right. Back down to runner's lunge, hands frame that front foot, the back heel pops up. More weight presses into that front foot as you lift your fingertips up off the mat. Draw your feet together. Arms can track down your back leg or maybe track your ears. Keep squeezing your legs together, feet together. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Front foot to meet the back. Option for that single leg plank. Option for a single leg plank. Push up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale at the top and exhale all the way down. Extend your arms at your side, fingertips drawing towards your heels, lifting up into locust. Maybe the tops of your feet lift up as well, turning on your entire back body. Crown of your head really reaching forward, toes are really pulling back. Inhale here and exhale down. Hands on either side of your ribs. From knees or toes, press up and back to downward dog. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Release your head and neck and spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into chair. Press down to rise all the way up, sweeping your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, palms to your heart. Feet are slightly closer together, maybe even toes touching. Inhale up and exhale down into a strong chair. So knees and feet are pulling away like you're trying to rip your mat in half. Really turning on your glutes and hamstrings, the strength of your legs. Keeping your chest lifted. All of the weight into your right foot. Maybe the left toes touch or maybe your whole foot lifts up. Single leg chair. Back to chair. Find your center, balancing between both feet. And then shifting left foot, maybe right toes down, maybe right foot up. Back to a solid chair. So from here, standing all the way up and come up onto your toes. So you're standing tall and then up on your toes and then back down to a strong chair. Maybe a little bit lower chair. Knees and feet pull apart and the chair is slightly behind you, so you shift your hips back. And then it's also like a kindergarten chair, like it's pretty low. How low can you go and stay solid and strong in your core? And back to that hinge up on your toes and back down to chair. So we're gonna keep doing this for 8 more. So when you come down to your chair, find the strongest chair at the bottom you can get. So your legs are on. All the way up, standing tall, crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Up onto your toes, so you can get even taller to the ceiling. Few more. 3, 2, last one. Down to chair. Maybe a little bit lower. Maybe come up onto your toes in chair. Hips down to heels as heels rise to meet hips. Back to chair, heels down. Inhale here and exhale, forward fold. Releasing your head and neck. Bring your feet back to hip width apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to downward dog. Next, inhale, lift your right heel up and back. Exhale, knee to chest, nose to knee, and squeeze. Using your core, draw your knee towards your chest. Inhale, up and back, 3-legged dog. Same thing, nose to knee. And again, inhale, up and back. Last time, nose to knee. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, bring your right foot between your hands, coming up into a high lunge. so the back heel stays lifted. From here, projecting forward, so your torso is over that front thigh, most of the weight's in that front foot. And exhale, drive your elbows to your waist, just like that row. Inhale, straighten your knee and both arms go straight forward. Exhale, drive your chest through your arms. Inhale, exhale, drive. Exhale, drive. 3 more. Draw your feet together as well. More fire. Last one. From here, we're going to project into warrior 3. So straightening that front knee, the back toes can lift. Hips stay square to the mat, toes pointed down. Lower your chest, but keep it open, just like baby cobra. From here, that front knee will bend and straighten. Cultivating that inner fire. Let's stoke those flames. Flames of love and compassion and energy that creating strength. Last one. Nice and gently, those toes come back down. And finding warrior 2. The back foot pivots, the front knee bends. Draw your feet together. Arms outstretched and shoulders relaxed down your spine. From here, moving into half moon. This is a tricky transition. Walking your back toes forward a little bit so you have more balance on your front foot to begin with. And then tipping over, keeping your left hip stacked over your right. Maybe you find the floor with your fingertips, maybe you don't. Arms are north and south. Look for right angles. Your back foot's lifted. Your foot is flexed. From here, shifting into warrior 3. Ooh, feel that fire. So hips, back toes, all pointed down. Nice and slow, those back toes come back down. Find that projected lunge again. Elbows down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, drive. Draw your feet together. 3 more. 2. Last one. Squeeze. Hands down to the mat, front foot to meet the back, to plank, and shifting into side plank. So you can drop your left knee and pivot so that your knee is underneath your hips in a side plank with your knee down, or extend both legs, stacked or staggered feet. Maybe lift the top leg. Maybe extend the top arm. Maybe crunch knee and elbow together. You can also do this with that back or that bottom knee down, yeah? Squeeze. 3 more. Nice and strong through that bottom arm. 2. Last one. Nice and easy. Back to plank. And switch sides. You can drop your right knee. Keep it down for support. Or extend both legs, stacking or staggering. Maybe lift the top leg. Maybe extend the top arm. Same options. Maybe crunch. See if you can keep that bottom shoulder from moving at all. It's so strong and solid. 2 more. Last one. Back to plank from knees or toes. 3 push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. From the top of your plank, inhale. Exhale all the way down. Extend your arms. Let's do some more of those rows. Strengthening our back. Squeeze. Balancing the work from the front and the back. Shoulders, chest and back. Core, front and back. 3, 2, last one. Squeeze. Hands on either side of your ribs. Curl your toes under. We meet back in downward dog with a big exhale. Bend your knees, making your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Release your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, finding chair. Press down to rise up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Okay, got to get to that second side. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift, plant your palms, step back to downward dog. Left heel lifts up and back. Knee to chest, nose to knee, squeeze. Up and back, big inhale. Exhale, crunch together. Inhale, up and back. Last time, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, left foot between your hands. Finding a high lunge. From here, project forward. Draw your feet together. Elbows come down to your waist and slightly behind. Strengthening through your back. Inhale, straighten legs and arms. Exhale, drive your chest forward. Be very mindful with the drive of your elbows. Use this opportunity to squeeze your back muscles, your lats, your traps, your rhomboids. Everything that supports your spine from the back to keep your perfect posture. 3 more. Last one. Squeeze. From here, moving into warrior 3. Standing on that front leg, the back toes point down, hips stay pointed down, chest stays open, front knee bends, and straighten back up. Keep going. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Toes come back down to the back and pivot your back foot, finding warrior 2. Front knee bends. Pull your feet together and arms outstretched. From here, shifting into half moon. Again, you can walk those back toes forward, so all your weight's on that front foot. As you tip yourself over, the right hip stays stacked over the left. Back foot is flexing, heel pressing toward the back of your mat. Arms are stacked. Finding the mat or maybe not. From here, shifting into warrior 3. Hips and toes point down, chest stays open. Back toes touch down into projected lunge. That front knee is bent and elbows are pulling back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, drive. Pull your feet together. Definitely got that fire building. 3, 2, last one, squeeze. Release your hands to the floor, front foot to meet the back. From knees or toes, we have mountain climbers for 1 minute. So you can do this from your knees and drive your knees towards your chest, one at a time. Definitely strengthens your core. You can do it from your toes. As fast or as slow as you want, minute starts now. So see if you can keep the bounce out of your shoulders and hips. Driving your knees towards your chest. You can also go across your body, knee towards opposite elbow. Working different muscles. Your mountain, your speed, your climb. Almost halfway. Stoking that fire. Twenty more seconds. Nice and strong. You got this. Strength and determination gets you to the top of the mountain. Almost there. 10 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank nice and strong. Inhale at the top and exhale either to downward dog or through a back bend. Whatever works best in your body. And exhale when you get there. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold, releasing your head and neck. Inhale halfway. Exhale into chair. A strong chair. Press down to rise up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Feet come a little closer together. Inhale, sweep up and exhale down into chair. Maybe your toes and knees are touching if that works for you. Hips are slightly back, so your knees aren't tracking too far over your feet. So we're gonna twist. The left ribs twist towards the right thigh, and then the left elbow comes to the thigh. And palms are gently touching, not pressing. Check to see that your knees are on the same plane. In the twist, big inhale, long exhale. Back to chair, and we're gonna twist the other way. It comes from the ribs, right ribs towards the left inner thigh, then the right elbow, and then the palms. In the twist, big inhale, long exhale. Back to chair, and back to those hinge ups. All the way up on your toes, back down into a strong chair. Knees and feet pull away. Up, and come down. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit. But don't compromise the length and strength. The length at the top, the strength at the bottom. For 5, 3, 2, last one, and relax. Whew. Okay, we're gonna do single leg step backs. So from mountain pose, both feet grounded, the right foot lifts up, steps back, bend that back knee, maybe hovers, and then back to standing. Same thing, right leg. Stand all the way at the top. So this is all about mobility and balance and strength. Those are the 3 things going on here. One more. Back to mountain pose, both feet grounded, and then switch sides. Left toes back, left knee hovers, all the way back to standing. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, now we're gonna up it a notch, or 2, or 5. So this is HIIT. This is no longer a movement with breath. This is movement to get yourself out of breath. And we have 9 rounds. 20 seconds each, 100%. Go get it, get that fire on. 10 seconds of rest in between. The moves are this. The first is a drop squat. So slightly wider. You don't have to touch down to the mat. Here, why don't we practice this together? Let's do a few of these. Nice and gentle. Just get in the movement. When you squat down, your knees are pressing out. So you can also have one hand on your thigh for support and switch. And the other one is just what we did before. The step back, maybe add a kick. And it's 100% effort. So I'm gonna change the music because we need a little bit of something, something. Okay, here we go. The first beat is a get ready. Second one's a go. That's a get ready. The first one is that drop squat. So the first one, maybe you don't know what 20 seconds of this movement is gonna feel like, so play around with it. Maybe you just wanna get it out of the gate. Okay, here we go. 20 seconds. Light on your toes when you land, soft on your feet when you go down. Chest stays lifted, knees are tracking over your feet. And stop. Okay, next one is all gonna be on the right leg. So find that mountain pose, ground your feet. Here we go. Step back and kick. The kick is optional. You can put a little bit of energy behind it. Maybe make some noise. Stoke that inner fire of love, compassion, and creation. The fire of the sun. And stop. Okay, left leg. Here we go. And there it is. 20 seconds of stoked movement. Tapping in deep. Get it from your gut. Make that fire burn from within. And stop. Okay, back to those drop squats. I'm turn this up a little bit. Okay, drop squats. Here we go. 20 seconds, all out. Starting to feel it? So you can go faster or maybe deeper squats and slow it down a little bit. Both are gonna make that harder. Maybe both at the same time. Yes, getting it. And stop. Okay, back to that right leg. The kick is optional, but maybe it's fun. Woo, get that air in. Here we go. Rah, rah. Cool up. Woo! And stop. All right, get that oxygen in. Come back to center, you got this. Left leg coming up. Here we go. Get it, go after that fire. Yes. Feel the heat of the sun burning in your muscles. Creating strength. Cultivating determination. Stop. Okay, drop squats. One more of each. This is the last of the drop squats. So get it, go after it. It's yours. It's right there. You got it. Here we go. We're in it now. Don't stop. Whew, almost there, almost there. Keep getting it. Oh, hello, fire. Okay, last two. Right leg. Here we go. Yes. Go after that fire. Fan those flames. Build it up. We got this. We got this together. Woo! Okay, last one, you guys. We got this. How big can we fan these flames of love? How big can we make it? Let's see, let's do it now. Yes, you feel that? Those endorphins running through your veins. Feels so good. Almost, almost. Stop. Nice job. Whew. Feels a little good, huh? Maybe a lot of good. Okay, come back to breath. Oh, shush. Thank you. Find some water if you need it. Come back to your mat. Mountain pose. Feel the bottoms of both of your feet grounded into the earth. Grounded with that love and compassion and empathy that we cultivated. All the way down and all the way up through the crown of your head. Energy shooting into both directions. Alive. And bringing our heart rate and our breath down with our breath. Inhale, sweeping your arms up, palms touch. Slow your exhale down as you bring your hands to your heart. Coming back to your center with all of that fire. Bring it right back to center. Inhale, sweep up. Slow exhale, center. Balancing on your right foot. Lift your left foot up. What does that mean, Jess? Let me show you. Balancing on your right foot. Bend your knee. Left foot's up. Your hand is wrapped around your knee. Nice and strong through that standing leg. Option to stay here, or maybe if you have the ability and the mobility, using your peace fingers, grabbing your big toe. If you can keep your torso tall, extend your leg. So those are some options. Your leg can also be bent. And then opening your leg up to the left. Keeping your shoulders and hips pointed forward. So maybe you're staying with your knee open. Maybe you've kept your big toes If your knee is bent, fine. If your torso is long, maybe extend your opposite arm and gaze in that direction. Coming back to center with a bent knee or a straight leg. Release your leg or your knee and back to warrior three. Extend your lifted knee all the way back. Toes and hips pointed down. Chest stays open as it moves towards the floor, hinging at your hips. Option to stay here or shift into half moon. Stacking your top hip over your bottom. Maybe your bottom fingertips touch. Whew, maybe they don't. After our hit, balance is something different. Back to warrior three if you've moved away. And back to standing. And shake it out. Whew. Find mountain, find that ground. And then find that lift and that center space in between. Second side. Draw your knee up, maybe holding onto your knee, or with your peace fingers holding onto your big toe, keeping your torso straight. Maybe extend or keep a bend in your leg. Maybe opening up, keeping your torso tall, whatever that means for you. Extending the opposite arm and maybe your gaze follows. Coming back to center. Release your foot or your knee. And then shifting into warrior three. So that lifted knee goes back, toes point down, hips, shoulders point down, chest is open, hinging at your hips. Option to find half moon. Bottom hand down, top arm up, stacking your hips. Back to warrior three if you've shifted away. Woo. And back to standing. Shake it out. Nice job. Back to the top of your mat. Find mountain pose. Ground down and lift up. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. Heart leads the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your right heel up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow plank, so your hips are low. Maybe extend your legs, single leg plank. Maybe add a push-up here. Knee to elbow, back to three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, right foot between your hands, coming up into a high lunge. Those back heels still lifted. Arms come up, or maybe hands at your heart. Draw your feet together, gazing at something that's not moving, softening your gaze, or maybe closing your eyes. Changes balance when you take away your vision. Inhale, as you open your eyes, find warrior two. The back foot pivots, front knee bends, feet pull together, and wrists pull apart. Shoulder blades relax down your back. That front knee is pressing towards pinky toe side. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep a bend in that front knee. And exhale, find side angle. The back arm lifts and then tracks over your ear. Inhale, reverse. The lower body stays just as it is with the knee bent and feet pulling together. And side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten both legs, heels in, toes out. Torso nice and tall, slide down a wall. Find goddess squat. Knees track over your feet. Hips lower, chest stays lifted. Inhale, straighten your arms and your legs. And exhale, come back down, sliding down that wall. Keeping your knees bent or straightening them as you inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale and exhale. From here, inhale up and exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands to frame your front foot, finding runner's lunge. Front foot to meet the back. From knees or toes, we have 6 push-ups. Nice and strong through your plank or holding plank, or maybe you're in child's pose. From here, inhale and either move through a back bend or exhaling your way back to downward dog. Wherever you are, we meet in downward dog. Inhale, lift your left heel up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow, plank. Extend your leg, single leg plank, maybe push up. Knee to elbow, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot between your hands, coming up to a high lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Same thing, arms can be up or hands at your chest. Softening your gaze, or maybe closing your eyes. Inhale here as you open your eyes, finding warrior 2. Back foot pivots, front knee bent. Draw your feet together. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One more time, both directions. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, heels in, toes out. Back to that goddess squat. Chest stays lifted, knees are pressing out. Maybe lift your right heel up and place it down. Maybe your left heel lifts and place it down. Maybe both heels lift. Maybe hips lower. For 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Inhale tall and exhale forward fold. All the way, release your head and neck. Maybe your hands match or meet the floor. Maybe they're on your legs for support. Right hand stays down, left arm lifts and twists. And then reverse. Lift and twist. And then down. Walk your hands to meet your front foot. Back heel pops up into runner's lunge. Front foot to meet the back. Inhale at the top and exhale down to your belly. Extend your arms back to that locust hold. Inhale, lifting your chest, tops of your feet maybe lift, reach, whole back body is on, but keep your neck long. See if you can soften your neck with everything else on. Inhale at the top and exhale down. Pressing back to child's pose, all the way back. Okay, almost done with our work. Back to push-up position. We have a push-up pyramid. We're gonna start with 1 and then go back to downward dog. Make our way up to 3 and back down. So from knees or toes, a perfect push-up. Exhale up and downward dog. Back to plank, knees or toes. If you're on your knees, you can go back to child's pose. 2. Child's pose or downward dog. Back to push-up, we have 3. And back. Okay, coming back down the mountain, 2 push-ups. And back. Okay, ready for our last perfect push-up. Inhale down, exhale up, knees down, child's pose. Have your arms out in a T, up on your fingertips, making spider fingers, so your palms are hollow. Drop your left shoulder, gazing towards your right fingertips, stretching through your pecs and delts, shoulders, chest, and switch side. When you're ready, pressing yourself up and back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your right heel up and back to scorpion dog. Bend your knee, heel towards your hips and stack your right hip over your left, opening through your hips. Maybe your torso stays pressed toward your thigh, or maybe twist open, or maybe gaze under your left armpit to see if you can find your right toes. Inhale here, and exhale, bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand. The back knee comes down into lizard pose. Draw your feet and your back knee together. Maybe opening your knee, the inner arch lifts up, stretching through that back hip, but drawing your knee and feet together, or your front foot and your back knee together, so you're not hanging out in your ligaments and tendons, you're also supporting it with strength. Plant your foot on your mat, inhale here, and exhale, half splits. Rocking forward, inhale, draw that back knee with you, and exhale, half splits. Unwind yourself back to downward dog, however you get there. Second side, inhale, lift your left heel, bend your heel towards your hip, scorpion dog. Big inhale, and exhale, bring your left foot on the outside of your left hand, the back knee comes down, and draw your knee towards your front foot. Rotate your inner arch up. Plant your foot, inhale here, and exhale, half splits. Rock forward and draw that back knee forward, and half splits. Unwind yourself to tabletop, and then swing your legs out in front so you're sitting on your bottom. Moving into boat pose. You can have your hands at your hips for support. Keeping your spine long is the first priority, and keeping your core on, so you're not hunching here. So if you have your hands here or hands on the backs of your thighs, or maybe you don't need them, whatever you need to do to have the length in your spine. Maybe your heels stay down, maybe they lift, maybe your knees are bent. From high boat, moving into low boat. Extend your legs, low back touches the mat, making like a banana shape. So now you are kind of curled into your core. From low boat, back to high boat. You can use your hands for support, or maybe you don't need them. Maybe your knees are straight. Lots of maybes, lots of options. From high boat, back to low boat. From low boat, maybe extend your arms over your ears into hollow body hold. For 3, 2, 1, and rest all the way down. Knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Planting your feet on your mat, moving into bridge pose. So your heels are under your knees. Press down to lift your hips up, and then draw your heels towards your shoulders and your knees toward the front of your mat. Maybe draw your shoulder blades together, opening across your chest. Relaxing your breath, relax your throat. Opening in your chest. Shoulder blades back where they were. Come up onto your toes. Inhale and exhale. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Tailbone touches. Heels come down. Knees into your chest and rock yourself back up to boat. Hands here, here, here. Knees bent or straight. Spine is long. High boat to low boat. Low boat to high boat. Back to low boat. Hold it here. Or maybe extend your arms, tracking your ears into a hollow body hold. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Knees into your chest. One more bridge. If you have full wheel in your practice, this might be a good time to do that if you want, or maybe grab an inversion if you want to do that. This is kind of like the expression session, I've heard it called, which I love. If you want to do bridge again with me, press down with your heels to lift your hips. Heels toward your shoulders, knees toward the front of your mat. Shoulder blades come together. Maybe clasp your hands if you have that available. Press down with your arms, in with your shoulders, opening through your collarbone. Keep pulling your heels toward your shoulders and your knees toward the front. And with all that going on, can you relax your face? Can you relax your throat? Can you find some relaxation in your breath? Long exhales. Unclasp your hands, shoulder blades back where they are. Comfortable, up on your toes, heels lift. Inhale here and exhale all the way down. If you're in another pose, we'll meet curled up in a little ball, knees into your chest, rock side to side. Arms out in a T or goalpost arms together, both knees drop to the right, gazing over to the left. Finding your favorite full body twist. Maybe the bottom leg's extended, maybe the top leg's extended, maybe holding onto the top of your left leg with your right hand. Long exhales. Coming back to center, hug your knees in and switch sides. Knees to the left, arm and gaze out to the right. Relax your exhales. Coming back to center, hug your knees in. Maybe there's a final pose you'd like to finish your practice with. Take a moment or two to do that now, whatever works best for you. And then finding yourself in a final comfortable resting position. Maybe it's lying down, maybe it's seated, maybe it's fetal position. A place where you can let go of all of the movement. Let go of all of the thoughts and just let yourself float around. The thoughts won't stop. Let them go. Just let them float on by. If it's helpful for you to have something to hold on to, so you don't hold on to your thoughts, counting your breath can be really helpful as a tool to give your mind something else to do. Counting your inhales to 4 and your exhales to 4, or maybe 6, or maybe 8. If your mind wanders, come back to counting. Feel free to turn this off and stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you're ready to come back with your breath. Full inhales, long exhales. Adding some movement, maybe fingers and toes, circling your wrists and your ankles, maybe extend your arms up overhead, stretching your toes and fingers far away. And exhale, draw your knees into your chest, letting them drop to one side and pressing yourself up to a seated position, maybe keeping your eyes closed or your gaze soft, staying in this inward place in a moment here of gratitude for all of the work, the inner work and the outer work that you just did for yourself. This time of self-care, this time of self-love, of stoking your inner fire of creation, of love. Thank you so much for being here and for doing the work and for stoking your love. And that love in me sees and honors and is so grateful for that love in you.